Only 5 minutes left. Congratulations. God says your blessing has arrived. Heaven is commanding you to open this message immediately. Don't skip it. Listen to me carefully. You are standing on holy ground right now. The next 5 minutes are not just time ticking on a clock, they are sacred. You are being summoned by heaven itself, and this moment is not ordinary. This is the turning point your soul has been waiting for. Do not ignore this. If you skip this, you will walk away from something very special that God ordained only for you. You will miss the very breakthrough you've cried for, prayed for, and begged for in silence. If you are reading this, it means you're chosen. You're not here by mistake. You didn't stumble into this by chance. Heaven has called your name. Comment, Amen. If you receive this in your spirit, this is not a warning, it's a divine announcement. God says, your blessing has arrived, not later, not someday. Now, the pain you've endured, the nights you've wept, the loneliness you've felt, none of it was wasted. Every tear watered a seed. Every battle trained your hands for victory. You thought heaven was silent, but heaven was preparing. And now, in this very hour, God is sending a release, a healing, a restoration, a door so mighty that no man can shut it. All of heaven is commanding you to pay attention, because what's arriving is what you've been prepared for your whole life. If this word touches something deep inside of you, please like this video just once. That's all I ask. God says, congratulations, because even when you were breaking, you kept walking. When you had every reason to give up, you stayed faithful. That didn't go unnoticed. God counted every time you stood when everything tried to knock you down, and now the reward is at your doorstep. But hear me, if you close this too soon, you might miss your confirmation. Don't walk away now. These are the final 5 minutes before everything shifts. Your name is being spoken in places you haven't entered yet. Angels are being dispatched. Something is being signed in your favor. You're not here to survive. You're here to rise. To live out the very purpose God breathed into your lungs. He didn't bring you this far just to leave you here. The enemy tried to convince you that nothing would change, that you're stuck, that you're forgotten. But the devil is a liar. Heaven says otherwise. Heaven says the waiting season is over, the delay is broken, the dry place is behind you. This is the hour of divine release. And you must not treat this lightly. You must receive this word like the lifeline it is. Comment 1111. If you believe God is moving for you right now, you are not cursed, you are not lost. You are not behind. You are exactly where heaven needs you to be. The battles you faced weren't punishment, they were preparation. God is about to show you why it had to be this way. You are being led into a season of suddenlies. Suddenly the job, suddenly the healing, suddenly the peace, suddenly the love, suddenly the financial shift. This is not fantasy. This is not emotion. This is divine timing, and God says you are right on schedule for your blessing. There is a reason you've been feeling the tension lately. It's not because you're going backward. It's because something new is crowning. The pressure is not proof of failure, it's proof of birth. The blessing is being pushed into the open, and if you hold on just a little longer, you'll see it. But don't let go too soon. Don't give up in the final stretch. You've come too far to quit now. You've cried too many tears, sacrificed too much, and stood too long for this not to be your moment. Let me tell you something personal. When God says congratulations, He's not just celebrating your win, He's honoring your endurance. Heaven is proud of you. Even when you doubted yourself, God never doubted you. Even when you felt like nothing you did mattered, God was counting every effort. There is a record in heaven with your name on it, and it is about to be marked, approved, released, fulfilled. Do not fear the unknown ahead. You're not walking into it alone. God has already gone before you. He is clearing paths, softening hearts, and orchestrating divine connections. You will meet the right people. You will be at the right place. You will receive what was always yours. It won't be taken from you. It won't be delayed again. The time is now. There's a reason this message found you in this exact moment. God waited until your spirit was ready, and you are ready now. Listen, it's not always loud when heaven moves. Sometimes it's a whisper. Sometimes it's a feeling in your chest you can't explain. Sometimes it's these very words stirring something deep in your soul. That's the Holy Spirit confirming that this is your word, that God is speaking directly to you, that everything you've been worried about is already under divine control. You don't need to beg for what's already been given. You just need to receive it, walk in it, believe it. The blessing has arrived. Don't let doubt steal it from you. Don't let fear talk you out of it. You've waited too long for this moment. Don't miss the open door trying to chase the one that closed. What's coming is greater than what's gone. What's ahead is more than what was lost. God is the restorer, and He is restoring you now. You've been asking, when is it my turn? God says, this is it. This is the shift. This is the moment. And it's happening right now. You don't need to do anything to earn it. God already qualified you. You don't need to fix everything. God is already at work. Just stay present, stay open, stay believing. You are walking into a blessing you didn't even see coming. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Heaven is not late. Heaven is right on time. And this is the moment you'll remember as the beginning of everything new. Look up, child of God. Your help is here. Your breakthrough is now. Your name is known in heaven, and nothing formed against you will prosper. The chains are breaking, the burden is lifting, the way is opening, and your heart will soon know why it all had to happen this way. You are not forgotten, you are not alone, you are seen, you are loved, you are covered by the Most High. Nothing can touch you that God hasn't allowed, and if He allowed it, He will use it. He is the Redeemer, the Healer, the Provider, the Father, the King of all kings. And He says to you, yes, you, congratulations, the blessing has arrived. Let this truth settle in your spirit. Let it silence every lie the enemy spoke over your life. This is not just another moment. This is a divine encounter. And heaven is watching to see how you receive it. Do not shrink back. Do not doubt what your spirit knows to be true. God is in this, and He is for you. Let this sink in. God says, your blessing has arrived. He is not teasing you. He is not dangling a promise in front of you to test your patience. He is announcing something. You've stepped into the moment that the enemy hoped you'd never live to see. You've walked into the season that makes sense of every tear, every heartbreak, every no that once crushed you. There's a divine movement taking place in your life right now, and all of heaven is shouting over you, it's here, it's time. You're ready. Comment 222 if you trust God's timing over your own understanding. You might be asking yourself, but how can I be sure? How do I know this is really for me? Because it came with your name on it. Because you're still reading this. because something deep in you refuses to scroll past what you know God is using to wake your spirit. You've been asking for a sign, for a word, for a confirmation. This is it. There's no delay left. You're standing in the moment where heaven touches earth and says, now. You are about to see what happens when God puts his hand on your story. The next thing God is about to do for you will not make sense to those who only saw your struggle. But it will be undeniable. They'll say, how did it happen so fast? They'll ask, where did this come from? And you'll answer, it was all God, because no man will be able to take credit for what's coming. It won't be by your hustle, your plan, or your strength. It will be by grace, pure grace. And it's going to fall on you so quickly, so clearly, that even your enemies will have no choice but to watch and wonder. Don't let fear distract you. The enemy always attacks hardest right before the blessing hits. He wants to make you question what God already confirmed. He wants you anxious, worried, and doubting because he knows that your faith is the doorway to this promise. But not today, not this time. You're not letting fear take what God has freely given. You're not letting the pain of the past talk you out of what's arriving now. You're not missing this window. This blessing is not just about money. It's not just about a new job or a healing or an open door. It's about the restoration of your hope. It's about God showing you that he never left, that he's still moving, that he's still the same yesterday, today, and forever. It's about you stepping into joy again, peace again, purpose again, life again. You thought you were too late, too damaged, too tired, but God is lifting you, reviving you, renewing you. You are being made new from the inside out. Comment 333 to declare your faith even when you can't yet see the full picture. God wants you to know that no curse spoken over you can stand. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Every chain that held your family, every generational cycle, every lie that followed your name, he is breaking it now. What limited those before you will not limit you. You are not the curse. You are the breaker of it. You are not bound. You are being released into a new bloodline, one covered by the Lamb, one filled with promise. You might be tired, weary, worn out from hoping. God sees that. He's not ignoring your exhaustion. In fact, he's meeting you there. Right in that fatigue, he is placing fresh strength. Right in that weakness, he's releasing power. The kind of power that lifts the burden off your shoulders and says, I've got this now. You were never meant to carry it all on your own. You were never expected to fight every battle alone. That was never his plan. That's why he's stepping in now. What you're about to see is not small. It's not just a tiny improvement to your life. It's a divine reversal. What the enemy meant for harm, God is turning around. The very areas where you felt mocked, defeated, and overlooked are the places God is about to showcase his glory. He's setting a table before you in the presence of every enemy, not to shame them, but to prove to you that nothing can stop what he has spoken. You were set apart for this. That's why the path was harder. That's why the pain was deeper. That's why the loneliness felt unbearable. Because God was doing something different with you. He didn't allow shortcuts. He didn't let you settle. He kept stretching you because he was building something in you that could carry a blessing bigger than you imagined. And now it's coming into view. The fog is lifting. The promises are manifesting. Your time has come. You'll look back and realize that the wait was worth it, that the rejection was protection, that the delay was divine, that what you thought was lost was only being repositioned. Nothing was wasted. Every part of your story is being woven into glory. Your scars will become stories. Your losses will become lessons. Your pain will become purpose. This is what happens when God steps in. He rewrites everything. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. So lift your head, straighten your shoulders. Heaven is applauding you. The angels are rejoicing. Your spirit is rising. You are not forgotten. You are not empty. You are full of promise, full of destiny, full of favor. You are about to receive what eyes have not seen, what ears have not heard, what you couldn't even imagine, and it will be undeniable that it was God. You've entered a divine countdown. The 5 minutes are not just symbolic, they're prophetic. Heaven's clock is ticking, and when it hits 0, something will shift. You'll feel it, you'll see it, you'll know it. Doors will open that were once welded shut. Peace will settle where there was chaos. Joy will erupt in places that felt barren. The time is now. Don't look back. Don't second guess. Just believe. You may feel like you've been stuck in the same place for too long. Like your prayers have bounced off the walls. Like you've fasted, cried, shouted, whispered, and still nothing changed. But what you couldn't see was the war in the heavens. What you didn't know was that God had already answered. He was just dealing with the resistance on your behalf. The moment Daniel prayed, God released the answer, but it took 21 days of angelic warfare for it to arrive. And now, after your own battle, God says, "It's here." Comment 555. If you believe a divine shift is happening in your life, every delay has been shattered. What held you back before can no longer touch you. This blessing isn't based on who you know or what you have. It's based on God's hand being on your life. You are not average. You are not overlooked. You are anointed. The anointing destroys yokes, lifts burdens, and makes room for the overflow. That's what's happening now. You are stepping into overflow, not because of luck, not because of coincidence, but because heaven has called your number. You are about to feel a release in your body, in your heart, in your home. It may come like a quiet peace or like a loud joy, but it's coming. You will know it's God. There will be no confusion about it. And when it hits, you'll remember this moment. You'll look back on this exact day and say, "This was when everything changed." Because heaven is not waiting any longer. The blessing has been signed, sealed, and now it is being delivered into your life. Some of you have been surviving on just enough energy to get out of bed, just enough money to get through the week, just enough hope to pray one more time. But God didn't create you for scraps. He is the God of abundance. His word says, "I have come that they may have life and have it more abundantly." He's not sending you leftovers. He's preparing a feast. And you won't have to beg for a seat at the table. He's setting one just for you. Comment 1212. If you believe God is preparing something big with your name on it, you haven't missed your window. Even if you feel behind, heaven is never late. The enemy wants you to panic, to believe that time is running out. But God is not bound by time. He redeems it. He restores what was lost. He renews what was broken. So even if others started before you, your blessing will not be small. In fact, it will carry double. Because of what you endured, you will receive not just the promise, but the overflow. This is the season where you begin to walk differently. You no longer walk like a beggar, but like a child of the King. You no longer speak from fear, but from faith. You no longer live in survival mode, but in revival mode. Because God is not just visiting you, He is dwelling with you. His Spirit is resting on you in a fresh way, and that oil, the oil of favor, healing, breakthrough, it is flowing now. The voices of shame and failure will try to speak, but they will not stick. They can't, because the blood of Jesus has already covered it all. The lies of the enemy are falling powerless. The guilt, the regret, the what-ifs, they are being silenced by the truth of God's love. You are not too far gone. You are not disqualified. You are not broken beyond repair. You are loved. You are chosen. You are forgiven. And you are stepping into something sacred. The blessing that's arriving is not a reward for perfection. It's a gift from a perfect Father. A Father who watched you hold on when everything was pulling you to let go. A Father who saw how you cared for others while your own heart was breaking. A Father who never turned His back, even when you felt too ashamed to pray. He's been walking with you through every valley. And now, He's leading you to the mountain. You're not alone in this moment. There are angels around you, ministering to your soul, clearing the path ahead. You don't have to figure it all out. You just have to stay in step. Every time you obeyed, even when it didn't make sense, you moved closer to this breakthrough. Every time you chose faith over fear, you walked toward this promise. Now it's here. And nothing can take it from you, not people, not circumstances, not even your own doubt. God is faithful to finish what He started. The Spirit of God says, "Lift your eyes. I'm doing a new thing. Do you not perceive it?" That means it's already begun. Even if you don't see it all, the shift has started. The roots are breaking through the ground. The doors are cracking open. The chains are snapping off. You may not hear the full roar yet, but the rumble has started. That rumble is your confirmation. That tug in your soul is your proof. God's blessing will not just change your situation, it will change your identity. You will stop calling yourself broken and start calling yourself healed. You will stop living as if you are cursed and start walking like you are called. People who used to pity you will look at you with awe. And you will say, "It was the hand of the Lord," because no other explanation will make sense. Your life is becoming a testimony. You will carry proof that God is still in the business of miracles. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Even now, God is restoring what you lost in secret. The strength no one saw you lose, the tears you cried behind closed doors, the times you cheered others on while you felt empty inside. He is restoring it all. The hidden places are being filled again. Your soul is being watered. Your mind is being renewed. Your spirit is being refreshed. He's not just healing what was visible. He's healing what no one else knew was broken. You've carried heavy things quietly, but God saw, and now He's carrying you. He's lifting you above what tried to drown you. He's surrounding you with His presence. You don't have to strive. You don't have to force anything. Just receive. Just breathe. Just believe. You are safe in His hands, and He is not letting go. This blessing is personal. It's precise. It's perfectly timed, and it's being released into your life because heaven said so. You didn't earn it. You don't have to chase it. You just need to receive it. With open hands, with open faith, with the quiet confidence that says, if God said it, I believe it. You didn't come this far to leave empty. You didn't suffer this long to see nothing. The reason you feel this message so strongly is because the breakthrough isn't coming from the outside, it's starting on the inside. God is transforming your spirit before He multiplies the blessings around you. He's waking something up in you that will never go back to sleep. The old you, the weary you, the broken you, it's falling off. And the version of you that walks into this next season will not look anything like the one who crawled through the last. The heavens are open over your life. This is not imagination. This is not coincidence. This is God honoring His word. He said He would never leave you. He said He would complete what He started. He said He would give beauty for ashes, joy for mourning, and strength for every moment of heaviness. And now He's delivering, right here, right now, in your home, in your mind, in your atmosphere. Things are changing as you read this, not because you said the right words, but because you serve the right God. Comment 777 to claim divine completion over what you've been carrying. God is restoring things you forgot how to hope for. You shut the door on certain dreams because they hurt too much to keep alive. But He didn't forget. The dreams were never dead. They were only buried under disappointment. But now He is breathing over them. He is resurrecting promises, promises that seemed delayed, prayers that seemed denied. God says they are not over, they are only beginning. What you thought you lost is rising again, stronger, fuller, better than before. Let go of the fear of being disappointed. Let go of the fear that this might not work out. God is not playing games with your heart. He's not teasing you with hope just to pull it back. When God speaks a word, He backs it with His authority, His timing, and His power. He is not a man that He should lie. He is faithful even when we are not, and He is not done writing your story. You are stepping into a chapter that looks nothing like the one before. This new chapter will be marked by favor, the kind of favor that doesn't make sense, the kind of favor that opens doors before you knock, that sends help before you ask, that brings answers before you even pray. You're not used to this ease. You've lived under pressure so long that peace feels foreign. But get ready, because peace is your new normal. Restoration is your new reality. Favor is your new covering. Comment 999 if you believe God is completing something in your life right now. This blessing that's arriving is going to confirm everything God whispered to you in secret. Remember those quiet moments when you felt something greater was coming, but everything around you told you otherwise? That wasn't fantasy. That was prophecy. That was your spirit picking up on heaven's timing. And now, everything you felt but couldn't explain is about to be revealed. What God showed you in silence will be seen openly. There are people who didn't understand why you were so guarded with your time, your energy, your emotions. They didn't know what you were carrying, but God did, and that's why He protected you from certain relationships, certain deals, certain distractions. He was preserving you, because this blessing needed the whole you, not the broken version. He was healing you, not punishing you, and now you'll see why certain things had to fall apart so this could come together. You've been on heaven's radar, not for what you do, but for who you are. God sees your heart. He knows your motives. And even when others misunderstood you, God always knew what you were really trying to say, what you were really going through. That's why He's honoring you now. That's why the blessing is coming with peace and joy, not confusion or compromise. This isn't a blessing that comes with strings attached. This is a holy gift from a holy God. You might feel unworthy. You might feel like your past disqualifies you. But let me speak truth to your soul. You are not what you've done. You are not what they called you. You are not your failures. You are God's beloved. And what he blesses, no one can curse. What he covers, no one can shame. What he starts, no one can stop. He has declared victory over you, and that is final. Do not listen to the voice of guilt. Do not let your mind replay every mistake you've made. The blood of Jesus has already covered it. Grace has already rewritten your ending. Mercy has already made a way. And the blessing that's arriving is not about what you deserve, it's about what He promised. And He promised to restore, He promised to defend, He promised to provide, and He's doing it now. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This is the season of open gates, where things that were shut off before suddenly give way. The applications get approved. The conversations shift. The people who once ignored you reach out. The opportunities you thought were long gone come back around. This time prepared just for you. You won't have to chase anything. What's yours will come find you. Because when God sends something, it has your name on it, and it cannot be intercepted. Don't grow weary now. Don't shrink back. This is your time to walk boldly. Even if you feel unsure, even if your hands are shaking, walk anyway, pray anyway, praise anyway, because your obedience is unlocking blessings your eyes haven't seen yet. And when they arrive, you'll realize this faith walk wasn't in vain. Heaven is not waiting on the economy, on people's opinions, or on the calendar. Heaven moves by faith, and your faith has reached God. It reached Him when you prayed through tears, when you worshipped with a broken heart, when you kept going, even when it didn't make sense. You didn't know it then, but you were building momentum in the Spirit. And now that momentum is breaking into miracles. You are not ordinary. You are not forgotten. You are not unlucky. You are God's. And the full weight of His promise is resting on you now. Let that settle into your heart. Let it steady you. Let it lift you. Because no matter what happened before this moment, everything from here on out is covered by divine promise. You are walking into something sacred, something sealed, something heaven-backed. There's a reason your heart keeps beating faster, a reason you feel the weight of these words in your chest. God is doing something in you. He is shaking loose the pain that tried to harden your heart. He's melting the ice that disappointment formed around your dreams. The flame that went dim is being reignited, and it's not just hope, it's a signal from heaven that what was buried is coming back to life. The enemy tried to steal your voice, your peace, your fire, but God is giving it all back and more. Comment 1010. If you believe this is your moment of divine turnaround. You may not understand how everything will happen, but you don't have to. That's not your job. Your job is to believe. Faith is not about having all the answers. It's about trusting the one who does. And He is whispering over you, I'm still in control. I'm still writing the end of your story. I'm still the one who turns ashes into beauty. You haven't seen anything yet. What's ahead is going to restore your joy in a way you forgot was even possible. You've been under spiritual pressure because something new is about to be born. All the resistance you've been feeling, the sudden attacks, the emotional weight, it's not punishment, it's labor pains. And labor is always hardest right before the delivery. But when that moment comes, all the pain gives way to joy. And that's what's happening now. The Spirit is pushing something through. And if you hold on just a little longer, you will see the very thing you've cried for. Don't allow fear to rob you of what you've already survived for. You didn't walk through fire to back down now. You didn't lose what you lost just to go back to empty hands. What's coming is greater than what was taken. God is restoring in such a way that it won't just replace what you had, it'll go beyond it. Double for your trouble, grace for your grief, clarity for your confusion, joy for your sorrow. The exchange is happening now. This is a holy interruption. Heaven broke through your timeline to tell you something urgent. God hasn't forgotten you. He hasn't changed his mind about what he promised you. He hasn't moved on to someone more qualified. You are still chosen, still covered, still protected, still deeply loved. You don't have to be perfect to receive his promise. You just have to stay in position. Don't walk away now. The blessing is on its way. Comment 1515. If you're ready to step into the fullness of what God has prepared for you. You've been quiet about what you're going through. You didn't want to seem weak. You didn't want anyone to know how hard it's really been. But God knows. He saw the private battles. He heard the prayers you couldn't even put into words. And he's responding not with judgment, but with comfort. He's surrounding you now with his Spirit, letting you know that you are not alone. You never were. His hand has been on you the whole time. This next season will be marked by clarity. Where there was fog, there will be vision. Where there was confusion, there will be direction. Where there was chaos, there will be stillness. Because God is not just blessing you externally, he's healing you internally. He's stabilizing your emotions, restoring your mind, renewing your strength. You won't just walk into the promise, you'll walk into it whole. You've asked, why did it have to take so long? And here's the answer. God wasn't just preparing the blessing for you. He was preparing you for the blessing. What he's releasing now requires strength, humility, maturity, and wisdom. And everything you've walked through was shaping that inside you. Now you're ready. Now you can handle what's coming without letting it crush you. You're no longer desperate, you're prepared. And because of that preparation, what's about to happen will not just bless you, it will bless others through you. You are becoming a vessel, a light, a sign of what God can do with someone who doesn't quit. Your story will inspire healing. Your breakthrough will unlock someone else's. The same God who lifts you will use you to lift others. This is bigger than you think. This is kingdom work. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. This moment is sacred. You are standing in something holy. The earth may feel the same, but the spirit realm is vibrating with activity. Angels have been released, doors are opening, battles are being settled, you are being positioned. You're no longer fighting for the blessing, you're receiving it. There is no more delay. God's timing has met your preparation, and now comes manifestation. Don't be surprised when things start shifting quickly, when prayers start getting answered back to back, when the weight lifts and the wind changes, when people who once walked away come back with apologies, when opportunities start pouring in, when your spirit feels lighter and joy becomes easier. That's what happens when the blessing arrives. It doesn't come empty, it comes with overflow. You are no longer waiting, you are receiving. That means you have to start moving like it's already done. Pray like it's on the way. Praise like it's already arrived. Speak life over your situation. Stand in agreement with what God has said, because your posture in this moment matters. God is watching not just your words, but your expectation, and expectation is the key that unlocks manifestation. This is not hype. This is not hope without foundation. This is the voice of the Spirit calling your soul to attention. Don't let familiarity rob you of the supernatural. Don't treat this like just another moment. This is a divine delivery. This is the answer. This is the fulfillment. And your response will determine how deeply you walk in it. You don't need everyone to believe it. You don't need confirmation from the crowd. What God said to you in secret is enough. And now, He's making it public. The same people who questioned your obedience will witness your elevation. The same people who dismissed you will see God's hand honor you, and you won't even have to say a word. The blessing will speak for itself. You may have felt small, unseen, overlooked, but God says you are chosen. You are His. You are set apart for something great. And greatness often begins in obscurity. But the hidden season is over. The curtain is lifting. The spotlight is shifting. And your time has come, not because you forced it, but because God said so. The enemy is panicking right now because he knows he lost. He tried to break you, tried to silence you, tried to make you quit. But you didn't. You held on. And now you are dangerous because you've seen the valley and you're still standing. And now, as you rise, you'll do it with authority, with peace, with power, because heaven backs you. You've been asking, God, do you see me? And the answer is coming loud and clear. Yes, He sees every moment you stood when you felt weak, every time you kept believing with trembling hands, every time you stayed quiet when you wanted to scream. He saw it all, and He has not forgotten you. The blessing that's arriving is heaven's way of showing you that not a single act of faith has gone unnoticed. The reward is not just coming, it's already in motion. Comment 1717. If you believe God is already doing what you prayed for in secret, let this sink in. What you thought was the end was only a pause. The grief, the loss, the confusion, it wasn't a stop sign, it was a reset. God wasn't punishing you, He was protecting you. There were places He refused to let you stay, people He pulled away before they could infect the blessing, paths He shut down because they would have led you further from your purpose. And though it hurt, He was saving you. Because what's coming is too valuable to be placed in unsafe hands. This blessing isn't just going to make life better, it's going to make you bolder. God is putting a fire in you that no disappointment can put out. You're not just going to experience peace, you're going to carry it. You're not just going to enjoy the presence of God, you're going to bring it with you wherever you go. The blessing is transforming you into someone who lives not by fear, but by faith. And that shift will unlock doors for the rest of your life. Some of you have been carrying unspoken battles, the kind of heaviness you didn't know how to explain, that quiet fear that maybe it would always be like this, that silent question, what if it never gets better? But hear this, God is stepping into that space. He's not intimidated by your questions. He's not distant from your pain. He is close, closer than the breath in your lungs. And He's releasing answers, healing, and clarity right where you need it most. God is not the author of confusion. If something has been keeping your mind tangled in worry, it's not from Him. He brings peace, He brings rest, He brings direction. And when He speaks, things become clear. That's what He's doing for you now. He's untangling every knot in your spirit. He's pulling back the curtain on every lie the enemy tried to plant in your heart. He's replacing every tormenting thought with truth. Truth that brings freedom. Truth that brings stillness. Comment Amen. If you feel God clearing the noise and speaking straight to your soul, the shift that's coming will not be small. You've waited too long, endured too much, and stood too faithfully for something ordinary. This blessing will make you forget the pain, not because the memory disappears, but because the joy will be so much greater. The healing will run deeper, the favor will reach wider. And you'll see that God doesn't just restore, He multiplies. He takes what was broken and returns it whole, fuller, better than it was before. This blessing isn't about things, it's about alignment. When your heart gets aligned with God's will, everything around you starts to move differently. Peace comes easier, discernment becomes sharper, opportunities start to feel right, not rushed. You're no longer chasing validation, you're walking in identity. You're no longer begging for answers, you're living in obedience. And from that place, blessings don't just find you, they follow you. You don't have to earn this next move of God. You just have to receive it. Your worthiness is not based on performance, it's based on His promise. He chose you long before you ever prayed your first prayer. He knew your failures before you made them. He loved you before you even understood who He was. And He still does, fully, eternally, completely. You're not earning your place in His blessing, you're standing in it because you're His. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The pain you've walked through has not hardened you, it's humbled you. And that humility is what prepared you for what's next. You're not stepping into this season with arrogance, but with authority. Because now you know who it all comes from. Now you understand that if God doesn't build it, it's not worth building. If He doesn't send it, it's not worth receiving. And that posture is exactly why He's trusting you with more. You may not feel ready, but God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. And you, right where you are called. The doubt, the insecurity, the fear of messing it all up, God already factored it in. And He still chose you, still anointed you, still blessed you. You're not late, you're not lacking. You're exactly where you need to be for heaven to deliver what's already on the way. This is your moment to let go of the past. Let go of the what-ifs. Let go of the guilt, the shame, the timelines, and the old expectations. Let go of what didn't work, of who didn't stay, of the doors that didn't open. It's done. And now, something greater is being placed in your hands. Don't grip yesterday so tightly that you miss what God is handing you today. You're about to be surprised by joy. The kind of joy that hits you in the middle of an ordinary moment, the kind that makes you stop and thank God with tears in your eyes, the kind that heals old wounds without warning. That's the kind of blessing that's arriving. Not just an answered prayer, but a heart made whole. Not just a shift in circumstances, but a shift in who you are. You were made for this. Every storm you faced, every night you endured, every test you passed, they shaped you. You didn't just survive, you grew. And that growth is what positioned you for favor. This is not the finish line. It's the doorway, and as you step through, everything changes, not just around you, but within you. Congratulations. God is not preparing the blessing anymore, it's already been prepared. And now, it's finding you. Be ready, be open, be expectant, because what's arriving is about to change your entire life. This is the season where prayers turn into testimonies, where the things you whispered through tears are now being answered openly. God is showing you that your faith wasn't in vain. He's proving that your trust wasn't wasted. Everything you gave in silence, every seed sown in the dark, he saw it, and he never forgot. The harvest was never denied, only delayed. And now, the delay has lifted. You've been pressing through storms no one knew about, fighting thoughts that kept you up at night, smiling through weariness. But now, God is stepping in. The weight is lifting, not because the world got easier, but because your spirit is stronger. He's been stretching your faith, expanding your endurance, and anchoring your heart. And because of that, you are ready for what's coming. Comment 2222. If you believe this is the year God fulfills what he promised you. The enemy tried to wear you down before the breakthrough hit. He tried to exhaust your hope so you'd miss what was coming. But you held on, and heaven took note of that. You didn't fold when it got tough. You didn't run when it got silent. You stayed, you prayed, you believed. And now, the shift is not just coming, it has already begun. You are walking into what you didn't even know was already being prepared for you. There are blessings looking for you right now. Answers being moved toward your address. Divine connections being orchestrated behind the scenes. You may not feel it in the natural yet, but your spirit senses it. That's why you can't shake this feeling. That's why you keep reading, even when you're tired. Something in you knows this is it. This is what I've been waiting for. And you're right. God doesn't tease his children. He doesn't wake your spirit with false hope. If he's stirring you, it's because something is being released. And this release is going to change how you see yourself, how you walk, how you pray, and how you expect. You will not walk like a beggar anymore. You will not carry yourself like someone unsure of your place. You are chosen, you are appointed, and you are stepping into what's been yours all along. Comment 3333 if you are walking boldly into the blessing God designed just for you. It's okay if you've felt unworthy. That feeling doesn't disqualify you. It just reminds you how great his grace really is. None of us are worthy on our own. But through Jesus, we are made new, forgiven, clean, whole. And that's the version of you God is blessing. Not the one with the perfect past. Not the one with everything figured out. The real you. The one who still doubts sometimes. The one who has scars. The one who feels deeply and loves hard. That's who he's chosen. You've been trying to hold it all together, carrying more than you should, saying, "I'm fine," when inside you're unraveling. But God never asked you to do it all alone. He's been waiting for you to hand him what you've been clutching in fear, the stress, the overthinking, the pressure. He's ready to carry it. You were never meant to carry it forever. His arms are stronger, his shoulders broader, and his love for you runs deeper than your worst moment. Heaven is responding to your honesty. When you finally broke down and said, "God, I can't do this without you," he didn't see weakness. He saw surrender. And surrender is what opens the floodgates of blessing. It's in your weakest moment that his strength takes over. So stop trying to earn what God has already said is yours. Just breathe. Just rest. Just trust, because God is moving. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are not walking into this blessing by luck. This is not random. It's not just your turn on some cosmic wheel. This is your time in God's appointed schedule. This is the moment where everything clicks, when what was scattered comes together, when what was delayed gets released, when what was confusing suddenly makes sense. The dots are connecting, the season is shifting, the promise is manifesting, and it will happen without warning. Suddenly, quickly, unexpectedly, but not without preparation. Because while you were waiting, God was working. While you were growing, He was aligning. And now that your heart is ready, He's letting the blessing find you. You won't have to chase it. You won't have to force it. You'll just walk into it prepared, steady, whole. The pain you've carried will not go unanswered. God doesn't overlook suffering. He redeems it. Every loss, every wound, every silent scream in the dark, He's been storing it up and turning it into power. The kind of power that carries peace, the kind that draws others, the kind that breaks cycles in your family line. Your pain wasn't wasted, it was holy ground. And now, it's becoming fertile soil for your greatest season yet. People may not recognize you in this next chapter. They've known you by your struggle, but God is reintroducing you, not as the broken one, not as the forgotten one, but as the favored one, the healed one, the trusted one. And that shift will confuse those who only saw your weakness, but it will glorify God. Because your life will become living proof that He is still a waymaker. So don't shrink back. Don't question whether it's really happening. God doesn't play with destiny, He fulfills it. And He's fulfilling yours now. This is the time to move like the door is already open. Speak like the answer is already yes. Live like the promise is already here. Because it is. Heaven has spoken. God has decided. And no one, not even you, can cancel what's already been sent. This blessing is unstoppable, undeniable, and unshakable, because it came straight from the throne. This is not the moment to scroll past or let your attention drift. What God is doing in you right now is sacred, specific, and deeply personal. You are in the middle of divine release. Everything that was tangled is being untied. Everything that was withheld is being handed to you. And everything the enemy tried to convince you was gone forever, God is restoring. This is not just a spiritual high or an emotional lift. It is a confirmation. Heaven is declaring over your life, the wait is over, the door is open. Walk through it. There is no more wondering, no more begging, no more pacing the floor at night asking, God, when? He has heard your cry. He has seen your heart. And now He is saying, it's time. You're not going to have to knock on closed doors anymore. The right ones are swinging open. You don't need to prove your worthiness to receive what God is giving you. You don't need to defend your past or explain your journey to anyone. The blessing that's arriving doesn't come from man, and it won't be held back by man. This is divine favor. And when God says yes, no force on earth can say no. What's coming into your life will not be stolen, delayed, or destroyed. It's sealed by heaven. Comment 777 if you receive this blessing with full faith and full surrender. You've walked through some silent seasons, times when you wondered if God still saw you, when everyone else seemed to be thriving and you were just trying to survive, when your heart was breaking and no one noticed, when you felt like the background character in everyone else's story. But God noticed. He was right there watching, comforting, holding your heart together when you thought it was falling apart. And now He is bringing you into the forefront, not to show you off, but to show what He can do with someone who didn't quit. This is the part of your story where restoration begins. Not just of things, but of hope, of joy, of vision, of your identity. You will no longer live under the names pain gave you. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are not cursed. You are a child of the King. And your inheritance is arriving not because of what you've done, but because of who your Father is. You will see the kind of breakthrough that silences every lie the enemy has ever tried to speak over you. God is about to turn the volume up on your life, not in a noisy way, but in a holy way. You won't have to shout to be heard. Your life will speak for itself. Your peace will speak. Your glow will speak. Your healing will speak. And the people who once walked away won't even recognize who you've become. Comment 999. If you believe this is the moment your story turns completely around. Your blessing isn't just an answer to prayer, it's a response to your perseverance. God rewards the faithful, the ones who keep going when nothing makes sense, the ones who don't stop showing up, even when the room is empty. That was you. That's who He's blessing. The quiet warrior, the secret worshipper, the one who wept behind closed doors but still lifted their hands in praise. This is a God-sized blessing, and it's coming with acceleration. What you thought would take years is going to happen in a matter of months. What you thought was over is about to be revived. Don't worry about how, don't worry about when. Just stay in faith, stay expectant, stay available. Because when the Spirit moves, it doesn't wait for your understanding, it moves at the speed of obedience. You are stepping into a stretch of life where your steps will be ordered. Your peace will be protected. Your mind will be sound, and your hands will be full. Not just with things, but with purpose, with strength, with favor. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted.